So it's 7:24 and this is my first cup of coffee. Woke up quite late. We had a rough night with Lauren last night, so collagen coffee, a little bit of half and half, a couple of drops of stevia, and a scoop of collagen powder blended up with my whisk thingy, hand blender. All right, 8 o'clock. I'm gonna have another coffee. This one is just half and half and stevia. Alrighty, it is 8:23, and in my super boring way, I'm gonna keep going with what I normally have. I'm gonna have some oatmeal. I've got some blueberries and raspberries in here as well, and I used the tiniest bit of almond milk to try to help reconstitute my oatmeal. After a couple of days in the refrigerator, it tends to get a little bit more clumpy, I guess. And this is still my second cup of coffee that I'm working on, and some water. So here is breakfast for Wednesday. What is today? I think today's the 11th. Yeah, Wednesday the 11th. Good morning. So I've shown you my coffee and my second coffee and then my breakfast, and I have to say I have been really enjoying oatmeal right now, and we had some extra berries, so toss those in there. It was tasty. I loved it. It is about 9:34. Caitlin has already started in on some independent work for her lessons for today, and I'm feeling kind of thirsty. I'm feeling thirsty. I'm gonna get some more water and get down there and help them with some more lessons. And whenever I have something more to eat, I will show you. We had kind of a rough night last night with Lauren. Once I went to bed, it wasn't 20 minutes or so, it felt like. Maybe it was an hour after I went to bed that she woke up crying, so I went to her, and then it seemed like it was really frequent last night that she was up. Not as frequent as other nights, but definitely pretty frequent. So I did not wake up until Jared brought her into our room. I said, was she crying? It was like 6:45, almost 7 o'clock. I said, was she crying? He goes, no, she was just in there babbling to herself, and so I thought I'd bring her down. And I was like, oh. You know, I tend to have a pretty good ear for my kids, but whenever I am just like really tired, it's a lot less fine-tuned. So anywho, we didn't actually like get out of bed until closer to 7:10, 7:15, somewhere in that time frame. So that's why I had my first cup of coffee so late. And I don't enjoy getting up so much later than like when my kids get up, just because I feel like I can't tackle the day as well. But some days sleep matters more. So anyway, I'll come back at you whenever I'm ready for some more food. Alrighty, 11:44. I'm starving, so excuse me. I put together this salad. It's just spring mix. It's a few of those little tiny sweet peppers that I cut, a little bit of tomato. These are some walnuts. Under here you can't see it, but there's probably about half to 2/3 of a cup of cottage cheese. I said the walnuts, cottage cheese. There's ranch dressing all over. Also, I don't know if I can see any now that I've covered it, but I've also got probably 2 slices of bacon that I have kind of torn up into just like real bacon bits. And I'm also going to be finishing up these lavash chips so that I can make some fresh and see if I can't get them to be a little less dark. And this is going to be my lunch. I also thought that I would add in that with the cottage cheese and with these lavash chips and the walnuts, this is an S meal, but it is definitely inching closer to a few too many carbs to be a true S. So it's kind of like a light crossover, I guess. Anyway, that I just wanted to clarify. Okay, it is 12:13. I've finished my giant salad, and now I'm going to have this piece of key lime pie. I showed this in a previous VEDA. The recipe that I linked in that video, I'll try to link it down below in this video as well. And they tell you that it's 8 servings per pie. I actually cut mine into 12ths, so I'm having 1/12 of that key lime pie, which does kind of, you know, help mitigate some of the heavy-ness of this recipe. So I'm gonna have this and keep drinking on my water and hopefully be content until 3 o'clock. Alrighty, it's 4:02 and this is a cup of decaf coffee with some half and half and just a few drops of stevia. And I've got a big mess in here because we are in the process of making the cinnamon swirl wonderful white blender bread. We're pretty excited. Alrighty, it is 5:37 and we've got dinner ready to go here. We are having leftover food tonight. So this is my plate. It is quinoa, some sauteed green beans, and this is the creamed spinach and bacon smothered chicken. And there's Jared. The girls are having leftover Hubby Lovin' chicken with some rice and some of those sauteed green beans. Here's Caitlin's plate, Molly's plate, and then here's Jared. He's gonna have some of the creamed spinach and bacon smothered chicken, the green beans, and I let him have the leftover broccoli and roasted cauliflower. He tends to go low carb, and I am doing a straight up crossover with this quinoa. And this was only 1/4 cup of quinoa, and I used about half to 2/3 of a cup of water and just kind of kept adding more water. Just it produced a whole lot, kind of like the way the Big Bowl oatmeal works. So anyway, this is what we're gonna have for dinner tonight. All right, so it is 7:13 and this is my wonderful or it's the cinnamon swirl wonderful white blender bread, and it's the first time I've made it, and definitely a few things I would tweak next time, but overall it turned out pretty nice. So the girls and I are each having a slice that has been toasted with a little bit of butter. Okay, it is 7:30, and I've got the majority of the kitchen cleaned up. I just realized that Molly left her kefir pouch on the counter. What are you gonna do? Anyway, it is still daylight outside, which is impressive. And I'm gonna sit still for just a second. Anyway, that cinnamon swirl wonderful white blender bread, top notch, y'all. Really tastes good. And so I think the girls are gonna have some of that for breakfast tomorrow, and I might as well, which is fantastic. And what else? I think I'm gonna call it a night. I think if I have anything else, it's just gonna be an herbal tea. I'm feeling super stuffed. So I feel like today also went a lot better with trying to get some more veggies throughout my day. And so I feel improvement on that front. And yeah, we're just gonna hunker down and have a restful evening tonight, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.